Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing 4 different Senate predictions. I'm going to be doing the year I'm predicting, and then a red wave, a moderate year, and a blue wave. So I want to start off with a red wave. Of course, we're going to have our safe Democratic states being all these. So when I say red wave, I don't just mean red wave, I mean best realistic scenario for the Republican Party. So, and I'm gonna mean the same thing for blue wave. So all the Republican safe states. Actually, wait, not Ohio. That's it for safe. Oh, I guess Alaska as well. If Al Gross or whoever the Democratic nominee is loses the first round in ranked choice voting. So here's the current map. All of this. So let's add Oregon, Colorado, Illinois, and Connecticut to the likely Democratic states. These are all states you usually see as safe Democrat. I moved these down to likely because of this being a best possible scenario for the Republican Party. Realistically possible, anyway. Like, we're not gonna see like Colorado going. Oh, Hawaii. I always forget about Hawaii. So Ohio likely, Florida likely, New Hampshire likely. Probably it for the likely states. I don't see North Carolina being likely Republican. So here are the remaining states. For the lean states, no lean D, but for lean Republican, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, North Carolina. Those are my lean Republican states for best realistically possible scenario for the Republican Party. Now for the tilt states, Georgia, Arizona, and Nevada. Georgia, Herschel Walker actually did announce that he's running, but he is actually a scandalous candidate who probably will not have any chance of, well, I won't say any chance, but has a very, very low chance of actually winning the Senate race in even just the year I'm predicting. So, in a red wave year, I'm going to say tilt Republican, but I could easily see it being lean. In this case, Mark Kelly and Catherine Cortez Masto are very popular incumbents. Well, not very popular, but pretty popular. Popular enough to the point where they would only lose by tilt if they do lose. So, this is the red wave. Now for the moderate year. And by the way, the moderate year is actually what I've been predicting on every single one of my videos in the past. Not the actual year I've been predicting, because, to be honest, moderate years are easier to predict than what, you have no idea what kind of year you're going to go into. I mean, it's looking like a red wave, or like a mini red wave as of now, but it totally could change. So, yeah, I could see that it's probably going to be a mini red wave for now, but we don't know what it could end up looking like. So this is my prediction for a moderate year. I'm actually not going to hit clear because it's just easier to do this. So, for a moderate year, actually, yeah, Pennsylvania lean. These are all moderate year. No, not New Hampshire. For a moderate year, I would say New Hampshire is tilt Republican, because tilt Republican is a good characterization for New Hampshire, since a lot of people are saying that it's going to go red, and I'm not going to disagree. Chris Sununu is one of the strongest potential candidates for the Republican Party out of all states that they have candidates for right now. and it looks like he's going to be that nominee. If he doesn't run, then it would be likely B, but if he does run, which he right now is looking to, I would say it's going to be Tilt Republican, just because state's polling really shows like some numbers, and then when you get closer to the election, rather than seeing numbers like what they were before, or maybe redder than what the polls say, or bluer than what the polls say, it's more closer to the state's partisan lean, and polls are showing lean to likely Republican for New Hampshire right now, so that's why I'm characterizing it as Tilt Republican, under 1% for Chris Sununu. Right now I do think he will win, but things could totally change. And I actually do have one more flip for a moderate year. That's Wisconsin. Wisconsin, I think, would be Tilt Democrat in a moderate year, because Ron Johnson is still so unpopular in the state. So in a moderate year, it probably would be Tilt Democrat, because with Ron Johnson's unpopularity, plus the, what do I say? These, there's three major candidates. Mandela Barnes looking like being the nominee for the 2022 Wisconsin Senate on the Democratic side. So if Ron Johnson does not run, then it's Tilt Republican, but if he does run, then it's Tilt Democrat. Oh, and in terms of margins, I just want to move Missouri down to likely. Alaska, I think I'm just going to leave untouched for the entire video. So, yeah, I'm going to say Missouri under a moderate year. Eric Greitens versus, what's his name, Lucas Kuntz. I would say it's middle of likely. So now for Blue Wave. This is going to be an interesting one for sure. New Hampshire likely B, because Chris Sununu doesn't run under Blue Wave isn't just Blue Wave, but also like best case scenario that's actually realistic. So Chris Sununu would not run in this case. Wisconsin lean D. Nevada likely D, because Catherine Cortez Masto is popular enough to do very well here. And Adam Laxalt, while he outperformed incumbent Republican Dean Heller in 2018, he still won't do very well in this Senate race, because with Catherine Cortez Masto being a decently popular incumbent and having a good Hispanic appeal, I think that she would flip Washoe County and do a little bit better in Clark County, and winning the state by more in the end. And under a blue wave year, of course, she would win it by likely. I'm gonna say the same about Mark Kelly in Arizona. He would win by a likely margin. I would say it's 6 points maybe under this scenario, because likely does vary a lot. And you might be surprised to see this one, but I'm actually going to move Georgia to likely in this case, because I already don't expect Herschel Walker to do very bad or very good. I expect him to lose by 3 under a moderate year, and I'll get into what the year I'm predicting I think he would lose by in just a moment. So right now I think he's going to lose in this scenario by 7 points, because he's more of a scandalous Republican. He's apparently beat up his wife before. I'm not entirely sure. That's just what I heard. And so what I'm trying to say here is Herschel Walker would do pretty bad. I'm also going to move Pennsylvania to likely for this scenario. Now, Pennsylvania being likely, this is a little bit of a debatable one, because while John Fetterman does have that recognizable name, there's always... he's still not going to be... he is a recognizable name, and it's a good recognition because he's under Tom Wolf. He's the lieutenant governor under Tom Wolf, the incumbent Democrat governor of the state, who won by 17 points in 2018, which was a blue wave year, but he still won by double digits in Pennsylvania, of all places, in 2014, which was a very red year. So, right now I'm going to say Pennsylvania, likely Democratic, under a blue wave year. Now, another thing I'd like to characterize is North Carolina would flip to lean D, and this is because Pat McCrory becomes the nominee, and Sherry Beasley performs well. Of course, this isn't really just a blue wave, but it's also like a best case scenario for Democrats. So, another few states I want to touch is Kansas, likely, Missouri, lean, and if it's a best case scenario, then Chuck Grassley doesn't run. Iowa, likely, Ohio, lean, almost tilt, and Indiana, probably likely in this case. South Carolina, maybe likely. I'm going to leave it safe for now, under blue wave. Now for the year I'm predicting, this is going to be the most interesting one, because this is actually what I think, this is my actual Senate prediction. My previous Senate predictions have been all under moderate years, and I have been actually accused of being biased to the left because of this, and this is just because I haven't told anyone that this was under a moderate year. Under the year I'm actually predicting, here's my prediction. Wait, no, it's not. So, Missouri likely, Kansas safe, Iowa safe, Indiana definitely safe. I'm going to predict New Hampshire lean, and no, I did not mean to hit Vermont safe Republican. So, North Carolina lean Republican, and for Pennsylvania and Wisconsin, I had Pennsylvania as lean D in my moderate year, and actually, I've never had in any of my predictions Wisconsin red, like ever. So right now, I'm going to finally change that. I'm going to say Wisconsin is tilt Republican, even if Ron Johnson does run for re-election. This year just does not look like it's going to be very favorable for the Democratic Party, and even with Ron Johnson running, like I said, while he is unpopular, it doesn't matter. Candidates like Mandela Barnes, while being good candidates, would not be able to actually win this Senate race under the type of year I am predicting, which is a mini red wave. However, for Pennsylvania, I am going to give it to the Democratic Party by a tilt margin, and this is just because if the Democratic Party runs John Fetterman, I think that name recognition could do very well for him under being the lieutenant governor of Tom Wolf. Another thing I'd like to mention about Pennsylvania is if John Fetterman is the nominee, he is a progressive, and progressives actually do pretty well in Pennsylvania, and there's actually proof of this with a Democratic House of Representative from, can't remember which district, Matt Cartwright, I think is his name. He won by 4 points in a pretty Trump district. When I say Trump district, I mean not double digits, but I can't remember how Republican that district was, but yeah. Ohio likely as well for the year. So this is my prediction. Leave a like if you agree with any of these predictions under any of these circumstances. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye, and see you next time. I also do want to update my 2024 series coming in a little bit. So I will probably be uploading that as a second video for today.